Next up, let's talk a little bit about utilities and internet and just the cost of living in your particular house. So utilities here are going to be fairly favorable again, especially compared to other major metro areas. Utilities here are pretty affordable. I talked to a lot of clients from California, you might be one, who says that, hey, my power bill is $500, $600, $700 a month to cool my house in the summer. That's absolutely crazy. Now for a typical size home, let's say, 2 to 3,000 square feet here in Utah, you can probably cool that home for $150 to maybe $250 a month, depending on the time of year it is, as well as how cool you choose to keep your home. So in the summer, utilities are pretty affordable, right? That's a lot more affordable than you'll find in other areas. Heating is going to be about the same in the winter when it's cold, December, January, February. You're probably looking at spending $150 to $250 a month, depending on how big your home is and how hot you actually like to keep it. So utilities are pretty reasonable here. Water can get expensive if you're using a lot of it. Again, that's going to be entirely dependent on how much you use. But if you're just using it for, showers, for your sink, for your dishes, things like that, it's going to be relatively affordable. It's really where watering the grass gets most expensive. If you have a garden or you've got grass outside, that's where it can get really expensive. So that's the breakdown on water. Now talking about sewer and garbage, the other two major utilities that most people are going to have, these are really affordable in my opinion. Generally, depending on the area that you live, how often they come, how often they bill you. Sewer, you're probably looking at about $15 to $20 a month, and garbage is about the same, $15 to $20 a month, which I think is pretty reasonable. Taking a look at internet, this is going to range across the board. I've got some service plans on some of my rental properties that are as low as $35 a month. That's kind of their promo contract negotiated price. And I have others that are close to $100 a month for a higher speed. A typical internet charge here is going to be around $70 a month. I've got Google Fiber at my own personal house. I pay $75 a month for 1 gigabyte speeds on the fiber network, and that seems to be pretty typical across the board. Definitely recommend going with a fiber option if it's available to you, depending on where you live. It's going to be the best speed. I personally am a huge fan of Google. It's very easy. They came out, they installed it. There's one bill, one time every month. The website is absolutely perfect. My other services are on Xfinity. They absolutely suck. I hate Xfinity personally. Their website and their app is a complete mess, but that's a little bit of a breakdown on internet and what you can expect to charge or to pay for when it comes to internet. Now, comparing utilities here in Utah compared to the national average, we're actually about 7% lower on utility costs